Well, our next topic is the minimum decimal equivalent. So, and in this minimum decimal equivalent, we have to find out the decimal equivalent of any number which is given without any base. So, now let us take one example to find out the minimum decimal equivalent, that is 21C. 21C is the number given and they haven't given any base. Here X represents the base. So in order to find the base, we are having a formula. We have already learned about the formula in our previous class, that is the summation of the digit into base power place value, as we have already learned about this formula in our previous class, right? So to find the base of a number, we have to, so now here to get the minimum decimal equivalent, so first observe the digits that are present in this given number. So here the digits that are present is 2, 1 and C. Here C is the biggest digit in the given number. So the base must be greater than or equal to this highest number. That is, the base B must be greater than or equal to the C plus 1. That implies B is greater than or equal to the C. Here C means 12. So C means the decoded value for 12 in a hexadecimal number, right? So B must be greater than or equal to the 13. So by using this formula, now let us see how to get the minimum decimal equivalent. So by using this formula, we are having 2 into, so first take the place values. This is 0, 1 and 2. 2 into B power, B means here they have given us X power, so take small x power 2 plus 1 into X power 1 plus 3 into X power 0. So it will become 2x square plus x plus c. C means 12. So now we have to substitute the value which is greater than or equal to the 12. So the base value must be greater than or equal to c plus 1. That implies B is greater than or equal to 13. So now let's substitute. So now let's substitute x is equals to 13. So this implies 2 into 13 square plus 13 plus 12. So and it implies 2 into 169 plus 13 plus 12 means 24, and it implies 9 2s are 18, 6 2s 12, 338 plus 24, and it implies 8 plus 5 is 3, 6, 363 is the minimum decimal equivalent of the given unknown base. So here, so let's take a overview of it, right? So we have given a number without a base. So we have to find the decimal equivalent of this number, the minimum decimal equivalent of the given number. So we have already known that we are having a formula, that summation of the digit into base power place value. On substituting the given value in this formula, we will be having 2x square plus x plus 12. So as we have already discussed that the base must be the base value here. The biggest value is the greatest value is the C, that is 12. So the base must be greater than C or equivalent to C. So we have so that's why we have taken the base value must be greater than or equivalent to 13, right? So we have taken the value of x is equals to 13 and we have substituted it here, and then we will be getting the 363 is the decimal equivalent of the given unknown base value 21C. So now let us see two examples, and then we will be completing this topic, and then we are going to the binary arithmetic, and next the complements and to the codes. So here we have given 2.3 base 4 plus 1.2 base 4, and we have to find out the value of y. So in the first example, it is given that with the base 4, as we have already discussed in our first class, that a number system consists of its number systems from 0th number system to the nth number system, and we have learned about the basic number system, so binary, decimal, octal and hexadecimal. So here they have given the base of 4. So let us solve this example, right? And we have to find out the value of this y. So first take the LHS side, that is 2.3 base 4 plus 1.2 base 4. LHS side, we have taken the LHS side, and we have to find out the RHS side. So as we have already known that, familiar with that, the formula summation of the digit into base power plus value, and this is the formula to find out the base of any unknown number. So here we are having the base as 4, right? So let us solve this one with the formula. So for this, the place value for 2 is 0, and for the number after the decimal point, we will be giving it with the negative numbers, that is -1, and for 1 is 0, and for 2 it is -1. So now we are substituting these values in that formula, that is 2 into 4 power 0 plus 3 into 4 power -1 plus 1 into 4 power 0 plus 2 into 4 power -1. So now we are having the value for 4 power 0 is 1, right? Here 4 power 0. The value for 4 power 0 is 1. 2 into 1, it will become 2 plus 3 by 4 plus 1 plus 2 by 4, and it implies 2 plus 0.75 plus 1 plus 0.5, and it implies 2 plus 1, it will become 3, 0.75 plus 0.5, so it will become 5. 7 plus 5 means 12, so it will become, so the final output will be 4.25 to the base 4. So the value for this is equivalent to the y power 4. The value for 4 is 4.25 in the given example. 2.3 to the base 4 plus 1.2 to the base 4 is equivalent to the y with base 4. The value for y is 4.25. So now let us take the another example. Look at the another example, that is given is 11x 1y, which is an octal number, and it is equivalent to the 12C9 12C9, which is a hexadecimal number. So the second example is nothing but the conversion of a hexadecimal number to the octal number, or octal number to a hexadecimal number. So here in the octal number, we are having the unknown values, right? We are having the two unknown values, x and y. But in the RHS side, we are not having any unknown values. They are given directly. The 12C9 is a hexadecimal number. So now we are taking the RHS side, that is 12C9, which is a hexadecimal number system. So now I am converting this hexadecimal number system into a octal number. Either we can perform both the operations to convert the octal number to a hexadecimal number or hexadecimal number to a octal number. So here the octal number consists of an n two unknown numbers, right? So we are going to convert the hexadecimal number to the octal number to find this known value, to find this unknown values, right? So the first step to convert the hexadecimal number to the octal number is that we have to convert the given hexadecimal number into a binary number, that is 1 2 C9. 1 means 0 0 0 1, 2 means 0 0 1 0, C means here C is 12. So 1 1 0 0, 9 means 1 0 0 1. This is the binary equivalent of the hexadecimal number 1 to C9. So the second step to convert the hexadecimal number to the octal number is that we have to form the groups. We have to form the 3-digit groups of this binary number. So here I am forming the 3-digit group. 001 is one group, 001 is another group, 011 is one group, 001 is one group, 001 is one group. So here it is having 00, so place two values 00 and it will become 0. The octal equivalent for this 001 is 1, for this 001 is 1, 011 is 2 and 001 is 1, 001 is 1. If you observe here clearly, this is the hexadecimal equivalent. Sorry, this is the octal equivalent of this hexadecimal number 1 to C9, right? If you observe here, we are having the octal number is 1 1 x 1 and y. So the value for x is 2 and the value for y is 1. So we have found out the unknown values of this x and y, and that's all about the number system conversions. So in our next class we are going to take the binary arithmetic, that is the binary addition, binary subtraction, binary multiplication and binary divisions. Thank you.